Hey guys, good morning. It is Monday, and for us in Oregon, this is a very beautiful day because we do not have smoke in the valley. We can actually see blue skies, which is awesome. And I hope you guys had a great weekend. Like I did. I had a phenomenal weekend. I had one of my greatest friends is getting married, and we had this wedding shower, and it was just I didn't think I would like a tea party. I never thought I was proper or etiquette wise that I would be able to fancy to be, a tea party. It just seems so higher scale level. And then I never thought me, but I had a blast. Like this was by far one of the best experiences I ever did. And I never would have done this. I would have never gone looking for a tea party. So Katie, you did awesome. I don't know if you're watching this, but she is the other bridesmaid and she put it together and she nailed it. She did amazing. And so I encourage you, if you ever have a gathering, find a tea party somehow. Someone that will host a tea party that knows what they're doing. The host will make the difference. I guarantee that. Our gal was just amazing. Weekend was awesome. Met some people, ran into people I went to school with. So that was interesting. That was good though. So what I wanted to talk about today was failure. And the reason why I want to talk about failure is because I feel like it is such a lingering dark cloud. Like it's like an Eeyore that follows you around. Like it's always there and it's never a good feeling. It's never a good aspect that we have about it. Like the thoughts that and the emotions that come with failure, it's usually not rainbows and like giddy ups and awesomeness, right? It's gloomy and it's almost depressing with the thought of failure. And I know in my own life that I struggled with the fear of failure for so long. And it hurt me because it didn't let me do things that I wanted to do because I was afraid to fail. And I became very reserved. I became very unsociable. I didn't have a whole lot of friends. Like I didn't try things because I was afraid that I was going to fail. And I think that too often we relate the status of ourselves to failure. You know, when we go through failure, we feel inadequate. We don't feel like we have the capability of doing it, and it's a pride thing. I'll tell you that failure is a pride thing. We can do two things when it comes to failure. One, it can be negative and it can be damaging to our hearts and to our pride that we failed, that we're inadequate to be able to accomplish the task. We weren't good enough. Like obviously we thought more highly of ourselves, and it can be damaging for ourselves within ourselves, and the fact that we probably won't ever try to do that again because we tie those negative emotions to it. Or, and this is taking me 28 years to learn, I swear. Or we can keep it from being the end result and let it be a stepping stone. And in the fact that when we try something, we're learning something. Are we learning how to do it the right way, or are we learning how to not do it? It can be determined on the situation. But being able to keep moving forward and keep trying and know that it's not a personal attack on us for failure, that way didn't work. And I say that way because there's other ways to achieve what we want to achieve, right? And there's things that we have to learn. You can't be a pro baseball player just by going and just doing it, right? Like you have to figure it out. You have to go which way you need to go to become an expert, to become a pro. It's not an instant success. And sometimes I think that the fear of failure keeps us from even trying those things that we want to try. You know, those things that we get all excited about when we're like, I can't do that. Literally, when you say, I can't do that, oh man, it's just like taking yourself and putting yourself in a cage and just trapping you. And it's keeping you from trying and enjoying and learning about yourself. Like it comes back to like we are on this journey of finding our purpose, a journey of knowing who we are and what we are. And when we don't try, when we don't put ourselves out there to be vulnerable and to learn through struggles, all we're doing is just locking ourselves in. We're just keeping ourselves from being able to try and to climb and to slide down that backside of that hill just to climb again. Like, life is such a journey and a treasure map. Every day is a treasure map, I promise you that. But we just cannot restrict ourselves due to the fear of failure. And so I have this question for you guys. So if you, right now, what would you do? What would be the one thing that you would go and do if failure is not an option? If you could not fail at it, what would you go do? And define failure. And then when you define failure, think about trying to tell a child about failure. And if they failed, what's the one thing you're going to tell them? Get back up. Find another way. Do it again. Keep going. Keep moving forward. Like, I don't know if you guys have watched the movie The Robinsons. Like, it is the most awesome movie. This kid is like, he's an orphan. He loves to invent things, but he's just not getting it right. Later on in the movie, like, his motto turns out to be to keep moving forward. They celebrate failure. They celebrate, like, mistakes and things like that because you learn how not to do it. Awesome movie. You gotta watch it, The Robinsons. But it has a huge impacting message right there. Like, you have to keep moving forward and you have to challenge yourself. If you don't challenge yourself, then you'll never grow and you'll never succeed, whether it's relationships, business, yourself, like maybe being a mother, maybe the roles that you have, being a student. Like, if you don't challenge yourself and if you don't try and go after failure, even if failure is an option, it's not your end result because you have the mentality to know that that's just a stepping stone. So I encourage you, chase failure, and even if you did fail, keep moving forward, keep going. Love to hear what you guys would do if failure was not an option and how you define failure. All right, have a great day.